What's up everybody, Blade here, and welcome back to another video of 7 Deadly Sins Origins. Inside today's video, guys, we're going to be going ahead and testing out Daisy on her DPS mode here with her lovely friend Dumby. Now, this is a character that many of you guys have already seen my last few videos. I've been actually enjoying her quite a lot. Whether you summon for her or not, that's honestly up to you, but I do have to say, I've been having a blast with the unit. And so inside of today's video, guys, we're going to be doing a DPS related team, as you can see on the right hand side. I'm explain everybody's roles, explain exactly how it's going to go down, as well as the character's rotation, and hopefully we can do it on freaking screen. I won't lie, she has a lot of little steps for her DPSing that, heck, I may be doing a couple things wrong, but I think I know what I'm doing to a small extent now. So if you guys do enjoy it, be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Really does help me out a lot. Leave a comment down below, it does help out the channel a ton. I wanted to at least get one video out for you guys. I am kind of tired, not gonna lie, so we're not gonna do a stream today, but I at least wanted to get something out for you guys. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So going over Dumby as well as Daisy, these two are a very interesting one here. This is going to be on the sword and shield aspect, where I don't really have any crazy like rolls or anything right now because this is not my main weapon I'm going to be using. So she just has like some things that help out her CC. But the weapon itself that we're going to be using today is the Gluttonous Soul Sword and Shield. God, that is such a tongue twister. And in this weapon, each time we use our ultimate move, or every ultimate move damage that we have, it boosts and receives increased earth damage by 2% for 10 whole seconds. Now this can go up to a max of 22%, which is always cool, but we're mainly just going to be using it because I'm being so real. Pretty freaking shield, very shiny, looks awesome. And yeah, so let's check out immediately her skills here. We have her passive being My Friend Dumby, in which this one allows her to go ahead and have magic charging efficiency by 50%. And alongside of this here, Daisy and Dumby, whenever she is in this, is immune to reactions. She's able to gain energy charge for 20 seconds, and by consuming 50 from the magic gauge every like 0.5 seconds. This is the thing that we were talking about pretty much that this weapon is doing, that it increases our ultimate move damage every time we have it active to a max of 30 times, which is always great. Now the other part is some of her skills. Now for this character, she does change modes here. That's mainly going to go with the second skill, so we're mainly going to look at the first skill and the third skill. But the easiest way to explain it, this one here is more of your like lovely block damage type move here. By doing so, we're able to grant ourselves energy charge. Obviously that helps us get our ult. This is going to be great for us, and by getting this set energy charge, we are also increasing our ultimate move damage, which is always awesome. Always pop this on off, use your ultimate, or at least use your transformation, and so when we use our ult, we will end up dealing some crazy damage. But I don't think I really got to go crazy in depth with this. Pretty much all we need to know is that it does change how she does things here. And when she is in her Daisy and Dumby status, she ends up at least allowing herself to charge up this said move that will deal a ton of damage. Can get attack stats, which is always cool, but you're really going to see it once we get started into the fight. Then we have the other move here, which is Help Me Dumby. She pretty much comes down and calls out Dumby, and that's where she becomes her technical like mech mode here, where she has this wooden bear, and that wooden bear will actually rock your shit. But other than that, of course, it's pretty darn normal, pretty cool. Something that's just interesting about our kit. And then we have the ultimate. So the ultimate does have its two little moves here. We have, of course, the regular amount that it does, which does a little bit of damage itself. Cool. Nothing too crazy with Fairy and Earth. And if you have Daisy and Dumby, which is the one that you're going to always have out here, whenever you have the energy charge to max, you pretty much do this weird beam, and it absolutely destroys anything in front of it, or at least does a little bit in front of it here, which every time the hit consumes a 100 of the magic gauge to increase its said damage. So pretty simple, pretty awesome, nothing too much to really explain about here. I still do not have her armor here. I've just been going with the flow, what I want to do right now. She's going to be wearing this armor set for quite some time, only just because it's going to take me to next week to get her. The other set, that set right now actually belongs to like Bug, because I don't really want to go too crazy with him. Or either probably, I think it's actually my Dradron set. So that set doesn't even belong to her fully, but she's pretty darn cool with it anyways. But what we're going to end up doing is we're going to test out the character, have a little bit of fun. The team I am utilizing today is going to have Elaine on Book, of course, for the shield. We're going to have our girl Deanne on her gauntlets, make sure we get our burst down. And then we have our Manny here giving us even more crit damage. So if we do end up critting, obviously we're gonna deal some crazy damage. So the way how this character works is very funky. I'll be real with you. It is kind of interesting to see how this does go. So I guess we'll show it off on the red demon first before I go to at least ORGOT. Let's say ORGOT because I do not trust in my skills at all with facing Gila. So we're gonna try it on ORGOT first. And the way how this character works is more in a combo. You have to utilize the Q skill first to pretty much get that magic charge efficiency up, right? Once you have that on up, and oh, he still hasn't respawned. I already murked him when I was offline. So I really don't want to fight this stupid frog, but we'll fight the frog instead. Pretty much you use the Q, charge up your magic efficiency, simple as that. Then you pop your R skill whenever you get a chance to it, or at least pop the R skill when you can. This is obviously going to help you get everything that you do need up here, which is going to be your buff or your boost up here. Then you're going to end up popping your E, which is going to be the main star of the attraction, where you're going to use a lot of your damage with at least Daisy, and hold Q, which does some crazy damage. So I think it's easier just to show rather than explain here. So how I usually am going to do this, we're going to still try to continuously burst with our lane. So let's go ahead and get slapped a little bit here. Boom, boom, bonk, dodge that here. Swap to lane, get the burst on off, and then what I'm doing here, which I keep using my East first when it shouldn't be. Swap here, get our buff. We got our buff, energy 5 charge, pop this off, do this, bonk, 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 charge this on up. We get some decent damage on off here, bonk, 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 bonk. R skill, which does a decent bit of damage. Then we go ahead and repeat the process. Keep doing this over and over again. The whole point is just to sit here and just get that Q skill back and just whop anything in front of the boss. So then afterwards, you just continue doing this over. It's just whatever you really want to do, and until the boss just ends up dying. Now, my girl isn't crazy. She is pretty darn good. I think, of course, you could go ahead, if you run out of the stats, swap back out of this one, which I'm pretty positive that's what you're supposed to do, because after you don't have your stacks, you know, you do your last Q, if I'm right. Like, you use your ult, use your Q, that gets the last bit of health. If I'm right, you're supposed to actually snap back out of this here and redo the function. So we no longer have our burst or anything. That's where we go ahead, go back to at least our lane, build up the burst bar, do whatever we need to do once again, do the combo back over with our Daisy, and pretty much just deal a bunch of cool damage. But I've been slowly figuring it out. Each time she does punch with the bear as well, it does take down your bar for that sucker punch to come back. So you will be able to get off that sucker punch at least twice, but it does take you to do some extra stuff, which is going to be most people's little downfall. Now, we're going to go ahead and give this a shot in the Abyss area. And I don't trust my skills at all. Okay, so first things first is we're doing Hell. I did do Abyss, but I can straight up tell you right now, until I make this girl into a DPS for real with like her outfits and actually do her weaponry the way I should be, we're not beating that in time. We're gonna get timed out. But two, I had to also stop it because as I was explaining my combo, I may or may not have screwed up very badly. I used like Q into R immediately. No, I used Q into E immediately instead of using my Q into R, which absolutely messed me up. I tried to correct it, did it again, and it was too far gone from there. ORGOT was quite literally looking at me laughing. So I said that embarrassment is too much for me. So y'all are gonna see a very abrupt clip that's gonna happen, and we're gonna go ahead and showcase this the way I have it. Now, the cool thing about at least this team, you build break bar very quick. You go ahead and have your stun bar that's really going to be helpful too, very quick. I kind of screwed up there because I let RGN do a double punch, which is not what we want. I need to make sure, yeah, there it is. Okay, give me some extra time to actually pop this on off. Boom, go into R. Then I go into this here, which we are going to do our punch. Bop, do a little bit of punches here, get it prepared. Bop, use this again here, and then charge this on up. Bink, 80k, which is not on the crit, which is lovely. And then as you saw, we got to swap one back out because everything is done. And the cool part is about this is once you get through with your first rotation, you should possibly have like enough to stun the enemy. which is a awesome thing to do. And although she isn't as strong as Meliodas, she still is pretty darn good. And she's a very, very fun character. So he's gonna run around a little bit, throw a little temper tantrum as per usual. Nothing too out of the ordinary here. I do want to just go ahead and rebuild this up, but obviously, I mean, I think I am just gonna go ahead and rebuild the thing up here, because I don't think it's worth doing that, especially when all of her damage comes from her burst here. So let's do this, drop this on down, drop that lovely heal on him, and then redo our combo, which, let's get the burst on off here, bop, make sure we have everything here, such as the crit, boom, swap, get our lovely bonus here. Gonna dodge this, pop this off, do this, and then charge it to bop, which is obviously 100k into the explosion. So as you can see, she can deal some decent damage. I think the most I've gotten her to do is like 170k on a crit. Now we gotta remember, my character is built terribly right now because I don't really plan on building her for DPS at all. What I am prepping her for is going to be Grimoire usage as well as the wand usage, but the DPS one I really don't plan on building. So once, of course, if you see a person who has her built for DPS, y'all are going to see the true terror of what she can do. But she is a very cool character who has a lot of things that she can end up doing in her arsenal, which I do think the DPS function is pretty darn cool to see as well. So always dope, always a cool thing to actually see. Sorry that this video is going up very, very late at night. I do apologize. We're gonna have, of course, videos as well as a stream up tomorrow, so look forward to that. But till then, everybody, thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay sharp, and peace on out.